Hi, I'm Erin from Gravity Life Coaching, and welcome to day 14, Kicking Procrastination in the Butt. So let me tell you today how I came up with this topic. I didn't speak yesterday because I literally was not inspired to talk about anything, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed about that. And I asked my friend, do you have any ideas about any topics that I can talk about this week? And she suggested talking about procrastination because procrastination is a big thing that holds us back a lot of the times. So I still wasn't super inspired to talk about it because I did not have, I just didn't have a great story to go along with it. And then something really cool happened today. I talked to a client this morning, and what she said to me was that she was really down in the dumps. And she was down in the dumps because she knew exactly what she wanted, but she just didn't know how to get there. So she felt really overwhelmed by that. So she was sitting still. And that's what we do sometimes when we're overwhelmed and we can't seem to get ourselves together. We just don't take action at all because it feels easier in the moment. But the truth is when you procrastinate and don't take action, it actually creates more overwhelm and more anxiety. So we get stuck in this vicious cycle. So what she said to me is, I just want someone to tell me exactly what I need to do and how to do it. And my response to that, of course, was that I don't want that kind of responsibility over somebody's life. But you actually do know what you need to do. You do have the steps. You just aren't asking the right questions. And so through our process together, by the end of our call, she had a plan. She had steps that she knew that she could take the next week that was going to give her a clearer picture of how to get to where she wanted. So the first thing that you need to do when you're feeling overwhelmed and you're procrastinating and you're putting things off is take action. But first, you might not know what that action is. So define what it is that you want. What are those goals that you're trying to get to? What is one thing that would make you really happy if you got it accomplished? And imagine what that would be like. The next step is to identify the first step. It doesn't have to be big. It can seem really, really overwhelming when you have a big goal and you know you want to get there, but all those steps just seem so overwhelming and cause so much anxiety that it's hard for us to take action. So I have another example for you. My partner Jeff and I actually, we bow hunt, and bow hunting is starting in about 2 weeks. And he was feeling incredibly overwhelmed because we had so much to do to prep for it, but we weren't ready. So he's like, I just don't know how we're going to get this all done. So we decided, okay, so tomorrow night, what are some things that we can do to get us closer? Let's identify every single thing that we need to do to get to this bigger goal. And that's what we did. We listed everything out. And then we said, okay, Monday, we can realistically accomplish these tasks. And we did. So then what happens? We get all this stuff done. It felt really, really good. Okay, we're moving forward. And he says, he's like, oh, but we still have so much more to do. Okay, so another step in this process is to celebrate your success. Don't focus on how much more you need to do. Look at how far you've come and the steps that you've taken and say, okay, I have taken steps to get closer to where I am. Look where I was 3 weeks ago. I wasn't nearly as close. Make sure that you're really focusing on those steps that you are taking that are getting you closer to your goal. We all have the same amount of minutes in our day. How are you going to use them? Are you going to sit on the couch and complain that you have all this stuff to do and no time to do it? Or are you going to start taking small steps to get there? Yes, it can seem overwhelming, but when you break it down into those little steps, it feels so much better. And in the first story that I shared with you about that client that I spoke with on the phone earlier today, she hung up feeling so much better because she had a direction that she figured out. She knew what steps she needed to take. She just needed some guidance and some support, and knowing that, being confident in her decisions and knowing that, okay, I know what I need to do to get there. Okay, what's one thing I can do this week? It doesn't have to be huge. But when you procrastinate, remember, it does create more anxiety. It does create more overwhelm. Identify your goals. Identify one small step to get you to that goal, and then get off the couch and take action. So that's my tip for today. The workbook at the top is about living your life fearless. So this is actually a really great workbook that's been around for a while. I created this one a while ago. And this one really helps you identify what your goals are in all these areas of your life. And it also helps you identify some steps that you can start to take to get there and remove some of those barriers so that you can just kick procrastination in the butt. I am also offering 2 free calls this week to the first 2 people who sign up. I'm only taking 2 this week. So if you are interested in getting some clarity and direction in your goals, go ahead and click on that link at the top. If you're one of the first 2, I will reach out to you. If not, then I'll definitely post the link at a later date. Thanks for watching, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow if I can get off my butt and turn on the video. Have a good night. Bye.